大家好，歡迎收睇 Gameplay Chair 阿俊。今次同大家玩嘅遊戲係 Alan Wake 2。雖然我自己就冇玩過第一集啦，不過都有少少嘅理解嘅。我哋作為一個小說作家所寫嘅恐怖小說，竟然真係會發生嘅。而今集仲會有雙主角嘅系統，據講係會互相影響到嘅，而且仲會有啲查案嘅元素。咁所以我自己係幾期待下呢隻 game 噶。喺 menu 畫面已經有一個好不祥嘅感覺，究竟會唔會一入 game就會嚇親大家呢？我哋即刻開始遊戲先。
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
個字幕唔識咁快消失啦嘛？同埋我哋見到嗰個樣應該係真人樣嚟嘅，唔似係電腦畫出嚟嘅嗬。
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
嗱，我而家玩緊係電腦版，特效全開，光線追蹤係用緊 DLS 3.5嘅。不過我建議大家正常玩嘅話咧，家用機版會好過玩電腦版咯。電腦版夾硬要你用 Epic Game Store， 其實我自己就唔係好中意啊。哇！呢個乜衰嚟啊？嚇！我要控制佢喂，呢個唔會係 Alan 嚟㗎係嘛？我印象中佢唔係咁肥㗎喎。唉，唔好理，行住先。一開始就喺呢個咁恐怖、咁陰暗嘅世界。我應該爬唔到上去住啊！啲植物都生到，咦？我係咪要行呢邊啊？死啦！啲植物生到好恐怖咯，佢個形態。喂，咩事？哦！好恐怖啊！佢突然間咁有啲咁嘅 jump scare 啊！我聽到左邊有啲聲啊！右邊又有啊！喂！佢消失咗。應該要嚟呢邊。喂，會唔會有電筒啊？左邊又有啲豺狼咁嘅聲。我頭先試咗撳右掣咧，係可以zoom近啲嘅。喂！救命啊！喂！我應該要避開佢哋。哇！陰公獻祭啊！
Watch the lights! Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm coming.
What the fuck?
Shit. To the company.
Stop! Run!
應該係獻祭現場俾人撞破咗。我諗我剪片嘅時候要將啲暗位校翻光少少先得，咁大家會睇下舒服啲。定係你哋會中意原汁原味暗就好佢暗呢？不妨留言話俾我知下。咁我諗我前段會唔好調整住，後面如果真係好暗嘅話呢，我先開始吞光佢，俾大家睇下究竟後期吞光好啲啊，定係原汁原味俾你哋睇好啲啦。
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
我都明嘅，如果個節目自己都想睇嘅話咧，俾人劇透就好慘㗎係。
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
你又聽到佢講乜嘅嚇？咁大聲嘅個喇叭。
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
因為我發覺啲字幕呢位對到嘅喎，喺一開場嗰度有啲奇怪嘅喎。
Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
啱啱啲特效咩事啊？喂，佢好似撈唔切咁咯。
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
唔知家用機會唔會咁嘅咧？同埋咧，大家留意下，我慢慢轉角度嘅時候，部車好似有少少殘影咯。轉得快咧，轉得快又冇咁嚴重嘅睇落去。
I should take a look at that map.
地圖會顯示該區嘅關鍵地點啊，睇下先。哇，幅地圖彈出嚟都有啲慢喎，想點啊？不過算啦，第一日啱啱出，我諗遲啲會有 update 去 fix 翻呢啲有問題嘅地方嘅。而家我哋就喺呢個位置，我諗應該要去出租小屋。女巫削呢度就有個紅色標誌啊！哇，呢個地區啲名都零舍衰嘅喎嚇。咁究竟命案發生嘅地方喺邊呢？
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
呢度由我負責。
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan.
Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
我想問有冇目擊者呢？
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
啲對話點解咁過癮嘅？有大細之分嘅？嗌佢講解下先。
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
咁我哋去睇下啦。
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
其實咧，我哋就唔識導賞員嘅，我想講。
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
我哋可以用心靈空間嘅案件線索板。嗱，而家我其實係駁咗手掣，咁樣玩嘅時候轉角度，大家會睇得舒服啲啊。咁戰鬥嗰時，我應該就會用翻 keyboard mouse 嘅。入嚟望下先。
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
因為呢種記憶法，我記得係真係有嘅喎。即係佢嘅做法咧，就係你要想像到一個空間啦，跟住將你要記嘅嘢按次序咁擺入去，你要記住佢大約喺邊個位置，咁就會好容易咁去幫助記憶嘅。不過呢個方法對我自己就作用不大咯。我個人係好冇記性，我想講係。好，睇睇個線索板先。
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
我哋就可以喺呢度分析個線索，推進調查，可以周圍望啦。呢個位都係用翻 keyboard mouse 得唔得啊？喂，可以縮放，咁就舒服好多啦。睇呢啲嘢，首先就係亮步鎮附近發生咗連續兇殺案啊！被害人咧喺2010年通報失蹤，可唔可以 zoom 過去咧？得，撳住 mouse 拉就得噶啦。首先就係牙醫啦，跟住係一個老師，商店嘅老闆。哇，好恐怖喎！啲傷口，每一具都腫脹，有一個心臟唔見咗，死後先至有刺青刺上去嘅。咁案件嘅話會點呢？冇嘢嘅喎呢邊。咁出返嚟之後呢，我哋順便喺度望一望。咦，有嘢食添嘅喎，你個心靈宮殿會唔會俾我哋發現到啲咩隱藏嘅嘢呢？哇！部電視仲係大牛龜嚟㗎，不過係平面電視，當年都係貴嘢，因為其實我自己屋企咧係未試過有平面電視㗎，一直都係大牛龜啦。咁之後咧就慢慢去到有呢個 LCD 電視咁樣咯。
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
我唔得閒住。
Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head.
等等先啦，等我入翻去啊喂。喂，又幾 OK 喎，隨時都可以入嚟呢一度休息。喂，咪住先，咪住先。
Too much sky.
我喺個心靈空間有裏面，點解你可以傾緊偈嘅？喂， private。喂，收埋啲重要嘢喺裏面喎，唔見得人㗎喎，睇嚟係。再睇埋目標，哦，得啦。我哋而家去咗個犯罪現場先。跑啦，唔好慢慢行。咦，咪住。哦，冇嘢冇嘢。
Hey, Casey.
我見到塊布以為係。
You putting me in charge? Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
唔好理佢住，睇咗呢個先。兩步陣之光，虛擬控陪伴君，點樣虛擬啊？咁呢邊呢？報道發現走失咗嘅杜賓犬，隻狗叫咖啡豆啊 ，Coffee Bean， 好似冇乜特別嘅，有興趣撳停嚟睇啦。咁呢個呢，一日走一趟，憂鬱遠離我，一人一蘋果醫生遠離我啊，識。跟住呢個就係巨虎湖大混亂，度假小木屋驚傳攻擊事件啊！不明男子喺周日嘅深夜攻擊度假嘅民眾。最近美國都係有一單，係咪陸軍教官啊？喺個商場度隨機射殺，死咗好多人咯，勁慘！希望可以快啲捉到嗰個黐線佬啦。睇翻隻 game 先，咁佢裡面嘅呢一單大混亂呢，就造成咗3人受傷，犯案目擊者就明顯受到驚嚇啊！究竟同我哋調查嘅有冇關係呢？大家有興趣嘅就撳停嚟睇啦。我發覺呢，我哋係唔可以跟住佢去行噶，我哋係真係需要周圍望下，睇下會唔會有啲乜嘢漏咗咯。都行啦。唔准生火。喂，唔好拱啊！唔好餵啲野生動物，同埋唔好留低痕跡。我諗係食過嘅嘢要抌入垃圾桶咯。唔好隨地掉垃圾，特別喺呢啲咁嘅山間嘅地方。不過其實我自己覺得最好就係咧。
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
垃圾都係唔好留低咯，因為你諗下喺山上面啲垃圾唔會憑空消失㗎，都唔會有直升機幫手送啲垃圾走，係要揾人孭啲垃圾落山。所以如果大家去行山嘅有垃圾，唔該自己帶走佢。佢話只要角度正確嘅話呢，座山就會倒影喺平靜嘅湖面上面。突然間我就諗起睇呢個搖曳露營嘅時候呢，就講過啊話喺本棲湖露營係可以睇到富士山個倒影咯，超靚啊係。行呢邊睇下先。
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
點解會有啲咁嘅嘢吊喺度嘅？喂！呢度都有嘅喎。小心山泥傾瀉。呢邊冇特別啦，睇咗呢個先。倒扣瀑布，傳說中巨虎湖女巫用嚟喺夜空中穿梭嘅道具，係好似嘅。香港都有個新娘潭啊，不過嗰度我覺得係超級恐怖咯，落唔落埋去好呢？
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
我估唔到原來會咁樣兜咗落嚟。
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
喂，呢邊呢？呢邊呢？
can't win. Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
我諗佢哋應該喺上面啦，係嘛？定係呢度落去咧？我頭先咧係將個句號當咗以為係有嘢撳啊！
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
行啦行啦。咦唔係喎，呢度可唔可以入去㗎？
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers, shootouts with the mob.
有啲籌碼，咦？可以收集㗎喎。喂，你哋唔好講嘢住啦，等我睇埋先好喎。你哋識唔識查案㗎？有嘢都唔走入嚟。9月3號發現一啲可疑嘅活動，現場人員喺樹叢發現咗啲動靜，附近揾到腳印。不過其中一部分咧就俾人破壞咗啊！9月4號又得幾隻普通動物。9月5號天黑之後有獵人出現，會唔會係盜獵者呢？聽到幾次嘅槍聲，唔係我哋嘅人嚟嘅。要留意呢啲人，佢哋可能會遇到出乎意料嘅家伙。鎖住。我哋可唔可以爆門啊？我想問。其實我想講見到呢啲咁荒廢嘅地方，我就想睇下會唔會有垃圾可以執，因為玩開好多 game 都係咁噶喎。睇完嘢，行得啦，行得啦。呢度冇嘢睇嘅，借物聲應該要行邊邊咧？嗰邊唔行噶啦。睇下去邊嘅先。巫師袋同巫師小屋。獻祭嗰度啊！
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table, and we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
你真係冇點講。
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table.
我明點解要放防水布，因為如果有雨水淋過佢咧，可能會影響到佢嘅腐化嘅時間，咁對之後再調查就會有影響咯。第一個關鍵影像解鎖咗啦，撳上掣可以查看現有線索，交叉就可以選擇關鍵影像。OK。
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
同之前嘅兇殺案一致，將關鍵影像放上案件線索板，就可以開啟新嘅調查線啦。會有提示新嘅問題，撳三角形呢，就係我哋去調查返個現場啦。案件，哦，就係我哋而家調查緊嘅案件嚟嘅，不過未有線索住，收到。
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
心臟
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
同埋
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
喂，呢個位置好恐怖，可唔可以出翻去啊？喂，唔俾，要入嚟呢個位，放低啲線索先。哦，要我咁樣擺落嚟嘅。 仲有呢個
Think Saga.
哦，擺得唔啱係嘛？呢度
Heart removed from chest. strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
而家嘅線索就解答咗啲問題，同埋解鎖咗一項推論啊！我哋要深入了解被害人同埋兇手，究竟會唔會有好多兇手嘅呢？被害人有2張卡，多個兇手都係有2張卡。追翻去先。
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
進入心靈空間唔會暫停㗎。哇！我之前諗住，如果俾人追殺嘅話咧，可以走入去避難。原來
multiple people were here. Multiple killers.
好多腳印，同埋睇下咧係好凌亂嘅，周圍踩。呢邊腳架嚟嘅喎。
Someone left in a hurry. Knock the tripod over.
唔通佢哋會錄低個過程
？Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
嗱，咁我哋呢個咧應該就係屬於兇手嘅證據嚟嘅。但係呢啲又未用得住喎，唔會喺被害人嗰度用㗎係嘛？係咯。
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
可唔可以傾偈啊？喂
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
同人交談或者檢視環境就會發現到線索。仲會唔會有其他線索呢？嚟呢邊望望。咦？
A creepy twig sculpture?
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
不知所措，按照以下步驟洗手，攞啲雞肉出嚟溶雪，再瞓一陣。擺到明喺裏面啦，我要揾嘅嘢。
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
有把斧頭喎，喂！周圍都有呢啲2個三角形嘅符號。
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
喂，攞佢落嚟睇下有冇嘢收埋。佢又唔攞喎。It's not the same。本書唔知寫乜嘅咧。浴室都有，睡袋。誒呢度咧？如果有人同我一樣闖進來，呢個係俾你嘅警告。啲人話嗰座湖係火山湖嚟嘅，喺火山爆發嗰時形成，或者係火山活動嗰時留低落嚟嘅坑洞。會唔會根本唔係咁呢？會唔會係其他嘅嘢，係非自然嘅人造產物，有人故意為之？我覺得呢座湖唔係自然形成，而係刻意設計，而且其存在係有目的㗎。湖位喺高處平靜嘅水面下有一部神秘機器，只要撳掣就可以啟動。你係咪發夢諗得太多呢？ 好似冇特別嘢咯喎，呢度又冇門可以開，我諗我應該冇嘢漏啦啩，一定係有啲嘢啊呢度，但係咦咪住先，咪住先，洗手、雪櫃同埋瞓覺。洗手盤頭先睇過係斜嘅三角形嚟嘅，雪櫃一個漏斗嘅三角形，瞓覺係左右。OK， 首先係斜嘅三角形。漏斗左右搞掂。佢裏面有啲咩啊？子彈嚟嘅。如果你唔係樹嘅一份子，就乜嘢都唔好拎啊！嚇，但我拎晒咯，咁點啊？我哋擺埋受害人嘅資料上嚟先。究竟樹係點解呢？
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
喂，搞錯啊！我翻出嚟再撳，佢突然間多咗個線索喎。原本有冇㗎？我想問。
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
咁被害人應該仲有啲嘢，咁被害人應該仲有資料㗎。喂，可唔可以再傾偈啊？睇嚟冇得傾㗎咯喎。誒，咪住。
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state, but yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
終於攞齊資料啦，不過都仲有啲嘢可以問下。
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
咁點解佢會唔見咗㗎？
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
OK， 最後嘅線索。
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
呢個箱應該係要擺呢度嘅，我覺得。咁跟住咧，三腳架都係呢個位置啦。
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
會唔會係隨機殺人事件嚟嘅呢？
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw.
咁神奇？
Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
佢係失蹤人口。
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
儀式兇手呢咁樣
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
我唔係好明點解佢會咁樣諗啊！線索板呢度仲有啲嘢，擺埋落嚟先。咦，咁呢個咧？
This mug always cheers me up.
啊，唔係最糟嘅媽媽。跟住我哋要去湖岸啊！
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
點行？我想問。
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
咁你繼續喺度等啦。
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. A witch with no heart.
係咪有咩關係㗎？
A strange echo of owl murder.
眾所周知啦，呢座湖有好多神秘故事。有人話佢係進入地底世界嘅陰暗入口，都有人話佢其實係女巫嘅巨斧，即係話咧女巫要嚟煲藥嗰個大罌啊！傳說當地某位警長追求一個女性，但愛爾得唔到回應啊，就指控嗰個女士對佢施展咗巫術，佢被活活浸死。不過佢掉嘅削子長成咗一棵怪樹，名為女巫削，即係不水用嘅嗰啲器皿啊。女人起死回生，對仇人展開復仇。即使佢原本係普通人，而家都變成咗女巫。佢殺咗警長，掉入湖裏面浸死佢，然後挖出佢嘅心臟鎖喺個盒度。有咗呢個心臟，佢可以從湖中召喚佢，替佢復仇。至少個傳說係咁樣流傳啊！會唔會就係所謂嘅唔知咩樹教咁嘅嘢啊？有腳印啊，冇着鞋啊！咁佢點穿過呢度嘅咧？睇咗呢個先。
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
可唔可以執起佢嚟睇啊
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
同埋最乞人憎嘅就係咧，佢喺度閃嚟閃去，我睇好辛苦咯。原來佢會執起嘅。
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us.
Oh.
The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
佢應該係提示我哋入翻心靈空間，但係咧，我想跟住個 friend 先。費事一陣我哋入去睇緊嘢嘅時候，佢翻咗去屋仔嗰邊，我又揾唔到路，咁就麻煩啦。
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
咁點啊？我哋應該查完㗎啦喎。睇埋我側寫。
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
呢個係頭先執到嘅信息。13年前喺呢度失蹤嘅聯邦調查局探員羅伯內丁格，而家佢突然間出現啦。喺佢哋抵達當日，於一場殘酷血腥嘅儀式中被殺。仲有原稿呢張原稿，佢哋揾到嘅第一張原稿，不過唔係最後一張。踏入恐怖深淵嘅第一步，秘密嘅真相喺交界之外戰動。讀呢啲字，呢啲文字，感覺就好似信息，一個信息。有人知道佢哋喺呢度，知道佢哋要做乜嘢，有人喺度耍佢哋，引導佢哋前進，係一份邀請。佢哋點可以拒絕？呈現喺佢哋面前呢個不可能嘅謎團，幾咁膽大妄為。儘管佢哋知道，最終係佢哋會受到傷害啊！好，到線索版。首先就係岩石下嘅足跡啦，隻腳。跟住蹤跡斷咗。
I think he came from the lake, but his tracks make no sense.
佢嘅體內隱藏咗啲嘢，我應該要擺去邊呢？
Yes.
呢度要返到鎮上好好咁檢查具屍體啊，同埋呢一個頭先揾到嘅原稿。
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
唔該晒。我估唔到我哋個主角仲可以做埋呢個驗屍官。
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
佢個動作好搞笑。
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
喂，呢度可唔可以入去㗎？唔俾嘅。咦，但係有嘢攞喎。
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox? Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
原稿嚟㗎。要嚟升級武器？我哋執咗幾多塊啊？得2塊啫。點解武器會喺呢度 upgrade 嘅？係我哋嘅技能嚟㗎。好彩過嚟望下啫。喂，行啦，唔使等我喎，你行得咁慢。
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
頭先睇到嘅嘢咧，我覺得就唔係隨便，只不過係俾人撞破咗，所以先至匆匆忙忙咁走嘅啫。咁佢挖個心臟出嚟嘅。
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
又有啲嘢。太平洋西北部最稀有嘅野生動物，發現好難遇到嘅橙冠松心鶯啊！好似冇乜特別，有興趣就撳嚟睇。唔係喎，見到個怪人，究竟係咪有好多目擊者嘅咧？呢邊咧？冇嘢。
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
呢部車係我哋嘅，咁呢部呢部就係頭先嗰個警長嘅車嚟嘅。好，上車。
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
哇！佢覺得好似喺度玩咁嘅喎。哎呀，好得意啊！喂。
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
嗱，好啦，今集我哋暫時就玩到嚟呢度先啦。
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
喂，我想望一望我正面啫，你唔使咁怕醜啊！嚟睇，佢唔俾我望我正面嘅喎，係要攞個背脊得住我哋。喂，其實有冇影相毛㗎？又好似冇。咦？可以咁樣去迴避嘅喎，原來啲掣其實我自己都未試晒啊。同埋有裝備欄啦、電筒、交叉冇特別啦、正方、三角，咦，三角係做咩啊？哦，開道具欄嘅可以。止血箭，我頭先攞到呢個都唔錯。呢個吊飾可以增加生命值嘅上限。嗱，好啦。今集我哋暫時就玩到嚟呢度先。好懸疑嘅單案，明顯就係同邪教有關嘅。究竟當中隱藏住啲咩秘密呢？我哋下集再繼續啦。追嘅朋友記住 like 同埋 share 俾朋友一齊睇。多謝各位收睇 ，thank you，拜拜。